Hey everybody, it's John and Heather from our Hodgepodge Homestead. We decided to bring you out today to show you the advances on our little greenhouse we built, a little hoop house greenhouse with the cattle panels. Hey, come on in. Now remember, this cattle panel greenhouse is only 10 foot long and 8 feet wide. That's because that's all the longer boards I had. The only thing we've bought for this whole thing are the cattle panels and some screws, and I guess we did have to buy some of the pipe insulation, this black stuff here that basically saves your plastic from getting torn. So inside I built a shelf down below to hold like just any storage type stuff for our gardening. We'll hold our like soil down there during the off season, and then up top I just did fencing, goat fence, because we've got a lot of that. So this will hold plants will sit on here as they're growing and getting nourishment from the sun. Down here at this end, sorry, I'm kind of going out of order. This end I just put a board here. I didn't want to cut a piece of fence just for this little piece, so I put a flat surface here that we could work on if we needed to do any type of harder work. And you come in, I was going to have a big 51 inch by 51 inch window in the back. Well, the wind blew it over and shattered it. So that window's long gone, no longer any good. So I've got this window now. It's a little smaller than the great big one we were going to use, but it opens, it shuts, it works. It's going to be perfect. I gave Heather a couple shelves out here. This one right here kind of sticks out a little far. It's really cool, but I think we're probably going to cut this one down, make it a little smaller so that we can have this workspace here too for, you know, doing planting and stuff like that. I got the grooves so all the dirt will fall down on the ground. Down on the floor we've got chewed up tree stuff, you know, whatever, bark, mulch, whatever you want to call it. So right here I took one of our old ash cans. We used to have like 3 fireplaces. I had an ash can in each one. I painted it black. It's going to be a mass heater. It'll hold the heat, you know, in here it's just going to be for trash, but whatever. The black will hold heat and everything like that for when we need this place out here. I haven't got the plastic on yet. It's been actually I just finished all this stuff yesterday, so hopefully by tomorrow or Monday we should have this thing wrapped up with plastic. And I still have to build a door. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the door. I've got lots of screen and I've got lots of hardware cloth, because I think I want to put hardware cloth on it with the screen just to save that screen from getting bumped and hitting holes in it.
Is it not going to be plastic?
But I'll have plastic also, so it'll have one door with just plastic and then another door with screen. So I'll open one door, keep it open, and then the screen will let the air flow through in and out. Now if you look behind me, that's east. In front of me is the west.
When the sun's
that's
setting.
the south, and that's the north. So right across this whole part right here is going to have our sun all summer long. It's going to come right across here. Now granted, we're in southern Michigan. We don't need to have this greenhouse during the summer. It's just for that transition from in the house to get them out here, to harden them out here, and then in the winter and in the colder months of you know, fall, winter, right down here on the ground, I'm going to take this board, which I haven't got to yet. That's going to come out to about here, and we're going to be able to do some brassicas out here, like some, you know, I would love to have radishes throughout the whole year, some kohlrabies or some kale, or maybe it's not going to be large. It's not going to be, you know, I'm not going to be able to have a whole garden worth of food out here, but just enough to have that fresh stuff. I think will be pretty cool. And now we built this, like I said, we built this the size it was because this is the size of lumber I had on hand. You know, we're Hodgepodge. We get all the leftovers that we can from everywhere. And I will go work my tail end off to get scraps to do this kind of stuff. And all it will take for me to extend this, if I need to, is to break down this one end. I've got 3 cattle panels on here. So the center cattle panel is overlapped by 2 feet. So I can add an extra almost 4 feet going this way with just by opening one end. If we realize that this is too small or we have to do that. But if you look right here, that porch, I can never do my hands right. That porch right there gets really, really warm this time of year. That western sun hits it, and I could use that too to supplement the room that I don't have out here. So, but it's rolling right along. It's doing good. The last couple days have been beautiful in Michigan. Kind of cold. The wind's a little nippy, but you know, you dress for it. You work outside. That's what it is up here in the north. So that's pretty much all for the greenhouse. But let's go show you what we've done for the garden. Come on over here.
Okay.
You guys are gonna like this. This is super cool. All right, here we are. We're about, what, 70 feet over from the greenhouse. We're basically, this is gonna be the grand entrance to our garden. Now, the garden gate isn't gonna be this wide. This is 8 feet from here to here. Heather's looking for doors between these two big posts right here. She wants like 2 thin doors that will open, and we're gonna have it all fenced in. We went antiquing today. Didn't find what we were looking for today, but we're gonna like pergola the top of this and have wisteria, I believe, growing over the top, and we're gonna have some plants on the outside, different kind of flowers, and then you're gonna walk in, and I think we're probably gonna end up moving this bed.
Yep.
And just having it so you'll come in and you'll have like this entry right here without this bed, and maybe this bed also will be moved. We've got plenty of room. So like I said, this is a total work in progress. Our minds and our thoughts and our ideas are probably going to change 5 or 6 different times.
Yeah, there's still a lot going on up here.
Yeah, Heather has the visions.
And he makes it
work. She gives
work.
me the vision. Usually she's got to write it down 4 times, draw it,
pictures.
tell me 5 times, and then I get it, because that's just how my brain works, you know. It's a slow brain, but it works. But we're gonna get on this. We're hoping to have the greenhouse plastic put on tomorrow, and then if we get that plastic put on tomorrow, we'll show you guys that done. I don't know if I'll have the door done tomorrow also, but I think we're just 2 or 3 days away from that greenhouse being operable. And then,
but it is still a little too cold to use.
It is still too cold to bring things out.
We'll see what the temperature gets, but
yeah, we haven't even transplanted our first plant yet. We're probably going to do that tomorrow. We're going to move our tomatoes into their own entities so they can grow by themselves.
Yeah, our tomatoes got pretty leggy in like a 24-hour period, and it was shocking to us. So we are going to transplant them a little bit early, just bury the stems a little bit to give them some strength. And a bigger root base. Bless you.
We watched a great video yesterday on Roots and Refuge. Jess showed how to separate your tomato seedlings into their own, you know, so they don't have any competition to grow. They'll grow on their own. So we're probably going to do that tomorrow. And we were supposed to stop at that greenhouse today and see if we could buy some
trays.
Maybe we'll run over there tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
I gotta sneeze again.
Bless you.
Sorry again. But we're gonna do that tomorrow. We have grand plans tomorrow. Hopefully Michigan's weather agrees with what the weatherman says.
It's supposed to be like in the upper 40s, maybe 50 and sunny. So that's not bad for Michigan. Yeah.
So. I'll be outside. I don't know if Heather will be.
Yeah, it might be a little chilly, but we'll get it done.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up here. Again, we just wanted to let you guys know. We told you before that we're going to show you our progress on this, and that's what we're trying to do. So. Again, hopefully we'll be with you on the next video showing the greenhouse done, and we'll go from there. All right, morning guys. It's been a couple days since we showed you the garden update and that kind of stuff. As you can see, we've got the hoop house wrapped in plastic. It was plastic I had laying around in a big roll. I unrolled it to see if it was wide enough and if we had enough length, and we did, so I put it on. Mainly just for the experience of putting it on, because it's a real thin mill. It isn't going to hold up. We've had some pretty heavy winds the last few days, and we did get some tearage on the one side, so I'm definitely going to have to put some thicker plastic on, but we'll do that. It is holding heat though. So as you guys can see, we got a door on. I still haven't come up with an idea for a screen door to go on the inside, but that'll come eventually. But so door works. I gotta do a little bit of landscaping out front so it'll open a little better, but we're gonna have like a path out here anyway going to our garden eventually. So come on in. So we got some things in here. We got some of our big planting pots and things like that will eventually fill up with stuff. And I got the bed put in here. I haven't filled it yet, but that's coming. But it's probably what, 28 or 29 degrees outside this morning, and
Yeah.
it's got to be 50 or so in here, if not more. We need to get a thermometer for out here, I think. But yeah, so it's doing its job. It's heating up. Other than the box there and the door, it's the same as it was before, other than the plastic. So thanks for coming along on this little garden ride, first one of the year. So guys, here at the Hodgepodge Homestead, we like building our own cattle panel hoop houses, and you should too. See y'all later.